What's new, crew? If you're new, my name's Cassandra. You're gonna see we are back down in food storage today on the long forever project that has been going on, trying to get things a little bit organized heading into garden season, taking care of food storage items because things are kind of pulled around, and just trying to pull this area of my life back together slowly but surely, bit by bit, piece by piece. A little cup of coffee here, afternoon nap, big kids are at school, baby's taking a nap. I am still in my pajamas. It's been one of those days, I'm gonna be really honest, haven't even brushed my hair. Put it up this morning while I was getting the kids ready for school and it's just stayed there. It's one of those days. Also working through a sinus infection, so we're making it work, we're moving on. I've been laying on the couch for like 2 days with the sick baby, so I got sick and I cannot sit on the couch anymore. I just can't do it. So we're gonna take care of this and try to get a small project done. I don't think it's gonna take that long, but I want to get this done before I go once a month grocery shopping. That way I know what I have. If you watch my grocery hauls, you know that we have baby number 5 who is due in June, and I have been slowly stocking up over the last couple of grocery hauls so that hopefully this summer, when all the kids are home from school and my husband possibly might have to be on the road this summer shortly after I have the baby, that I don't have to do big Aldi hauls or really big grocery shopping hauls. I can kind of just use what's coming out of the garden, what we have in food storage here, and just kind of save myself a little bit of work during the summer. That's kind of been my plan. So I have a couple bags and a couple boxes of some bulk orders, some Aldi haul things, some Sam's Club things that I got over the last month and didn't put away, and now's the time to do it. I also want to take some notes on my phone for things that I want to stock up on over the next handful of grocery hauls, because we really only have 3 grocery hauls until baby is going to be born, maybe 4 depending on if baby comes early or goes late, because I am all over the map when it comes to having babies. I've had 2 babies right on their due date. I had 1 baby at 37 weeks and 1 baby at 42 weeks. So due dates mean nothing to me in this in my world anymore. 3, maybe 4 grocery hauls to continue stocking up. So I want to make sure that I have the notes in my phone. That way while I'm grocery shopping or out and about doing things, if I find a good deal or I'm just kind of in the midst of my normal once a month grocery shopping, I know that I have my list on my phone. It's going to be with me. I can pick a couple things and continue the stock up for the baby and summer and all of those things. I was waiting to put these couple things away because the plan originally was to rotate these 2 shelves and put them over here and put our chest freezers here. However, we still have a bunch of construction, mostly drywall stuff is right here, like some drywall scraps, things that need to make their way to the dumpster. But we got so much snow, we have feet and feet and feet worth of snow, and we can't get to the dumpster with our truck. I mean, we could, but do we really want to in like negative 12-degree weather, load everything up, load it under the back of the truck, get it to the dumpster? Because we rent a dumpster month to month and they come and dump it. It's very convenient, super convenient, because trash pickup isn't a thing where we live and we prefer to have a dumpster instead of burning all of our things. So it's very convenient to have. I very much so like it. But we thought this stuff was gonna be gone by now and it just hasn't been due to weather. So I don't want to pull shelves until we can get all of these scrap pieces away. I don't want to create more work for myself or for my husband that has to be done. So we're just gonna take a pause on that. Not a huge issue or anything, and we're just gonna try to find homes for some of these things. I had to take some cans off of this shelf because the shelf was getting ready to collapse. It was just too much weight on it, so that's why some things are over here now. So we're gonna do a little finagling, a little bit of inventory, and figure out what I have, because it's been a while and I don't really know. We've been eating out of this storage a whole lot over the last handful of months, weeks, because a lot of our kids have been sick and my husband was laid off, so we were eating out of our food storage a whole lot more than what we typically do, which is why the food storage is here. So let's go along, take a little bit of an inventory. I have my Sam's Club box there, Aldi haul here, and I'm pretty sure I have a bag full of Walmart stuff that I never put away too. I think I'm gonna start with this bag because it should be pretty straightforward. Then I will move on to the Sam's Club box, and I think I want to go through this shelf a little bit. I can definitely get this looking a little bit better, a little bit more organized and stuff, and make this where I put some, because I bought like some bulk sponges and things that I would like to put down here. So nothing super crazy today, but I think a lot of progress is going to be made, and hopefully not a lot of time. So I have a couple of canned goods things, things of mayo I bought for pasta salads and like potato salads that we like to do in the summer. Really important, but when I'm stocking these things, if I already have one, which I have right here, I'm just gonna make sure I'm putting my newest stuff in the back, and that way things are being pulled oldest to newest. This is good until October 2025. This is my oldest one. We'll definitely go through it by then. I'm not looking for things to be perfect down here today because it's, the reason I've been putting this off is it's kind of hard to organize things when you don't really know what things are going to look like long term, and things have been changing so much down here recently. But that's also part of the reason why it should really be gone through, is because it's been so easy to get sidetracked down here. I don't want to be stocking up on things that I'm already fully stocked in. It just goes to show you though that it's not always going to be perfect all the time, and things can be misplaced and get rearranged. You can lose some things from time to time. I think what I want to do is on this shelf over here, the bottom is open, and I kind of want to take all of my bulk kitchen items, like I have a lot of dishwasher tabs right now, things like that, like cleaning products and stuff, and put it all under there. And then underneath on this shelf, I think I want to keep for toiletries, shampoos, conditioners, razors, deodorants, toothpaste, toothbrushes, things like that, just to keep them a little bit separate, because right now they're all combobulated in together, however you want to say that, and things can be a little hard to find from time to time. So I think I'm going to try to pull that apart, separate it, and I think that'll work a lot better even long term once we get things organized down here and things are kind of like set in stone. I'm sorry if you can hear the furnace, we're standing right next to it, but really happy with that. Very quick and easy. That took like 3 minutes and made a lot of difference. I can already tell I think I'm gonna like this method a lot more. Like I said, I'm not really looking to like get everything super organized. I'm just kind of looking to actually look through some of my cans today and figure out, is there any holes in things that I would like to fill up, things I know we really like to eat in the summertime and things like that. So first thing I'm noticing is I have a ton of these little baked beans things left over from last year, which is great. We're not gonna have to go through a lot, or I'm probably not gonna have to buy any of those this summer. We don't go through them that often, especially if my husband's on the road, because my son is the only one who likes baked beans, so those little jars are perfect for us. I am gonna put on spaghetti sauces. I would like to have at least a handful. I have 8 right now, but we'll definitely go through those by the time summer hits. And the kids like to do pizzas usually once a week for lunches during the summertime, either with like dough that we make or with naan bread or on bagels or something like that. The kids love to do their own pizzas. I'm definitely gonna want to get some more like raviolis or spaghettios or something like that. Don't go through these very often, probably like a couple times a year. I'll buy 12 cans at a time or something, or a case at a time from Aldi. I like to have them on hand for days when we're making quesadillas or something for lunch, and I have one kid who's like, yeah, I don't want, like, I'm not feeling quesadillas today, and I can say, okay, no problem, go downstairs on the storage shelf and you can grab yourself a can of ravioli or a thing of spaghettios, and then they'll be like, oh, perfect, they like that. They can come down, grab a thing of like a canned ravioli or something. We can heat that up and they can have that for lunch instead of whatever I'm making like the rest of the group. I have no problem with that. I fall somewhere in between. I'm not gonna make 100 different lunches, but at the same time, because we typically will make like I'll plan for around 8 different lunches for throughout the summer, and we just repeat those kind of all throughout the summer. That way if the kids are kind of like looking for something different, they're like, yeah, no, not today, I'm not feeling that, I can go, yeah, no problem, go ahead. But I mean, I've got no problem opening up a can and heating it up. So I land somewhere in the middle. I'm adding to my list some tuna and some canned fruit. I only have 4 jars left of canned fruit. I only have a couple jars left of some canned fruit. I have lots of canned pineapple, but the kids don't reach for that as much when it's store-bought because I can mine fresh, and my kids tend to come down here and they'll go to the canning shelf first, and if it's on the canning shelf they'll grab it. So we don't go through the store-bought ones as often, but they do really like the store-bought canned oranges, and every once in a while we'll switch it up into peaches. So I want to make sure I'm getting at least a couple more cans of those heading into summertime. We'll be eating a ton of those fresh and lots of fresh berries and stuff, but sometimes it's nice to have a different option. So I'm gonna have just a couple more of those on the shelf, and I think I'm gonna hope for another case or 2 of a 12-pack of Annie's mac and cheese. That is a staple for us. Once again, that'll be something that I plan for like once a week during the summertime for lunches because it's super quick and easy, especially with a new baby. We can pair that with some brats or some hot dogs or any type of leftover meat, especially grilling. Usually when we have dinner, we will grill in the summers, and then if we have a couple leftover pieces, it's really easy to add those leftovers to a box of mac and cheese and like carrots or strawberries or like fresh snap peas or something like that out of the garden, and we have a really nice kind of like well-rounded easy lunch. The only thing off of this shelf I think I might need to stock up on more are some boxed pastas. We eat them a ton in the summertime because they're one of my favorite ways to meal prep during the summer. We'll just make a big pasta salad, usually about once a week, and it just lives in the fridge all week long. We'll eat off of it for lunches, dinners, easy sides, easy snacks. Nothing is better than a nice cold pasta salad and like a couple slices of watermelon in the middle of summer. So great. So we go through a lot of pasta, so I want to make sure I have enough of that to kind of like get us through. We're worried on stocking up on a ton of like snacky items for the kids, which I tend to keep lower, that way they can restock them themselves to bring upstairs into our working pantry, because during the summertime we really rely super heavily on the garden for snacks. Snap peas, fresh green beans, fresh tomatoes. We also have the permaculture orchard now where berries are coming in, strawberries, things like that. Big watermelons we'll get from the farmer's market. So we kind of eat more of that stuff in the summertime and less of these like box snacky things. We might mix in like some nuts and things and maybe some crackers for like a Chex Mix type thing, but other than that I'm not super worried about it. The very last thing I'm looking to do today is clear out this shelf just a hair. I've been saving all of my pizza boards here from the rare occasions that we buy pizzas, because I want to make some homemade pizzas and put them in the freezer as postpartum meals before the baby. So I've been saving my pizza cardboard cutouts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them here, which should be perfect to whip up 5 different pizzas, throw them in the freezers, and these will be easy, great postpartum meals, easy lunches, dinners, whatever I need them for. So that's why I have these. So underneath here is where I tend to keep things like extra toothbrushes, toothpastes, razors, shampoos, conditioners, deodorants, anything that's more hygiene related. We also keep an extra first aid kit down here just as backup. We absolutely love these. We get these from Sam's Club. They have a crazy amount of things in them, basic things just like band-aids, sterile gauze, alcohol wipes, things like that. But they also have in here like saline spray, eye drops, gauze, butterfly sutures, burn kits, stuff to pack wounds, things like that. We love these. They're kind of expensive, but when you think about what's in here, it's really not. We keep one of these in every single one of our vehicles. We keep one upstairs in the laundry room, and then we keep one down here. These come in handy so many times. My husband goes through his burn ointment like crazy in these things. My husband's a welder, so he's constantly burning himself at work, just having like little embers and things land on him all the time. So it's really nice when he gets them like on his face, or like they fall in his shirt and his neckline and stuff. He can just kind of like dab it on there because he keeps them in his lunchbox now too. So we love these. I think everybody should keep these on hand. So we just keep an extra one down here. That way whenever we run out, we can grab this one and then we'll replace it. But I'm, as usual, I feel like I've been saying this a lot recently, really happy I decided to go through down here because I started my Walmart order, like my pickup order, and I have a ton of these on there, and I didn't realize I had, this one's unopened, this one's open, there's a little bit left in here, so I have like 1.5 of these down here. I'm gonna take some of those out of my Walmart cart because I don't need as many as I thought. This one is also like 3/4 full. The reason that is because my husband was on the road a lot last summer, and this is what he brought home with him, and for whatever reason they must have, when he put his bag away, he must have put them down here instead of putting them in the shower, which is totally fine. We have an extra for what the kids use, and we always keep extra Vapor Rub. We go through this stuff like crazy. All of our kids and myself, we use Vicks all the time. At power outage we had, we always try to keep some packs of water down here. I might get another pack this month because I like to keep 3 down here, but every once in a while the kids will come down here and grab one to like throw in a lunchbox or something. And then we also have extra alcohol, which I think I'm gonna keep my stuff for baby down here because I just got a ton of these because they were on sale. This is where I like to use for my babies, Shea Moisture Baby. It's really nice. And just like that, that didn't take me very long today, but I feel much better about it. That has kind of been the motto of my life when it comes to this long-term storage. Just doing a little bit at a time, taking it easy, and try not to make myself. I think this basement project is kind of a true testament in that it doesn't have to be perfect from the beginning. I think a lot of times on YouTube and Instagram and maybe even Pinterest, you can scroll long-term storage or like canning pantries, and they're beautiful and they're perfect. That's great for a long-term vision, and if that's what you want to keep for yourself as a long-term goal, that's awesome. That's my long-term goal too. Okay, I want to have a beautiful walk-in canning pantry where everything's organized and it looks fantastic. That's the goal, right? That's perfect. But I'm also really learning lately to be okay with some of the chaos and some of the disorganization as the building to that pantry happens, because it doesn't happen overnight, especially if you're doing it in little bits here and there like we are, and like I think most people do. It's not always just a jump and a leap right into the end result. Sometimes it takes years to build into those things, and we're a true testament of that. So for right now, I'm pretty happy with this. Long-term storage is looking pretty good. We cleared this out and this looks much better. I can actually tell what I have down here. Same thing with all of these shelves. But I'm feeling much better about it, and it didn't take that long today to go ahead and do this. It took me a little bit longer because I was chatting with you guys, but overall, not too bad. I'm very happy with this. If you're wondering what all the milk jugs are for, I saved them thinking that I was going to use them as like little greenhouses, little planters for this coming seed starting season, which I'm going to do. But they also came in handy during the power outage that we had last year, because we were able to help our neighbors haul water with them when all of the power went out and nobody had water for over a week. Some of my neighbors were able to come borrow some of my milk jugs that I had hoarded over the last year, and they were able to bring them to like the safe haven places to fill up and bring water back to their homes. And after the power outage, the neighbors were nice enough and brought me back all of my milk jugs, which I wasn't expecting them to do, and it would have been fine if they didn't, but they did. They brought them back. So now they're down here on the floor, and in a couple weeks they will be full of seeds, but right now they're on the floor. And they're gonna stay on the floor because I am going to be done for today. I'm gonna pick up my Aldi bags, find a home for those, make sure that I'm bringing up any trash that needs to go upstairs, because I filled a box full of like some garbage and some packaging and whatnot that can be taken care of right away. And other than that, I am done for the day. I hope wherever you guys are, you're having a fantastic day. I hope that you got something silly like this checked off of your to-do list, and I will catch you guys in another one. Bye.